Hey everybody, welcome. So not very many vlogs happening this week. I have a lot of catching up I have to do. You know, I really punted a lot of stuff leading up to Kansas City, making sure everything was going well. You know, promotion, live stream, all sorts of fun stuff like that. So I really haven't been doing a lot of vlogging. But today I did get the new McCallum pipes that I won at the silver medal out of the case. And here's, God's honest truth. I fired them up. And they sounded like this right out of the box. Okay, I'm lying. I had to hemp up a couple of the joints, make sure all my 4 questions of bagpipe maintenance were in order. A couple little hemp things, which is normal for a new set of pipes. I put in the solo reeds from my nails into the McCallums just so I could have a direct comparison, right? That's so important. You don't want to use brand new drone reeds and a brand new set of pipes in order to judge how they're going to sound. That's also my solo chanter all fixed up. I don't have any of the moisture control systems in there yet, but I just wanted to hear okay, are these things going to sound good? And man, they sounded great. I'm so super stoked. I don't have lots of flashy B-roll and scenery today. Just super simple vlog, but I do want to show you some pictures of cool, interesting things from my experience at Kansas City. Okay, so I am going to show you these up close as we go. So let's start with the not so great stuff. Here are my score sheets from the MSR contest. And I'll just read to you what they say and I'll give a couple of my thoughts. So, chair's still not right. Okay, there we go. Chair's fixed. So it says, this is my MSR, Father John McMillan of Barrett, a cautious tune. Be careful with pickup notes to parts. Something not sure what that means. Well pulsed. This is Ken Eller's sheets. Burl could be defined more rhythmically. Absolutely. I think that's one of the big opportunities I have for improvement. Strasbe, a shade aggressive to second, third beats in bars. Maybe. Controlled tempo, excellent 5th part. Watch triplets at end. These are all pretty good comments, right? Definitely little tweaks I could make to be better. Slight crossing noise in the reel. I agree. A lot of people very kindly said they thought I would get through to the final. And I was definitely hoping that I would, but there's enough here, enough little glitchy spots that, I'm okay with the result, right? I'm not super bummed. I don't feel like I got robbed or anything like that. Drones could be, this is Terry Tully's sheet now. Drones could be closer at start. Nice tempo and expression. Burl a little inconsistent. Both judges said that, right? Strasbe, playing well, but you could define the accents better. Good execution, Burl inconsistent. Well played reel. Drone slightly out at the end. I'm not sure that's, maybe slightly. Okay, so that was pretty cool. And if I've edited this right, you're seeing pictures of the score sheets, at least a little bit as I'm going. So the next thing, McDougall's Gathering. So this was the silver medal Pibroch that I won on the weekend. And these score sheets are really kind of cool. Ian McDonald really liked my tune. I spoke to him after the contest. We had lots of really nice words. And of course, he had a few things to say where I could improve, but really, really liked things. And you could tell by the sheet, right? Lovely, lovely, nice is a summary of each of the variations. Overall, very well done. Lovely phrasing and poise throughout on a lovely bagpipe. He says F is on the bright side of fraction, but it held throughout the tune. Definitely true. A lot of soloists I find go for what we would call a thick F, which is okay. I prefer to go for the totally perfectly tuned F. The risk, of course, if the F goes sharp, that's way worse than going with a slightly flat F. Right, just a little bit on the thick side. But I went for it. I definitely, try to get a stable pipe, and worrying about the F is not something I typically have to do as long as I get the pipes going well. But it's interesting, he notes that there. Only negative, couple of sticky D Crunlewis. And if you go back and listen to the last vlog episode, in the Crunlewis doubling of the tune, definitely missed a couple of B grace notes in the movement, right? So they noted that. Continuing on. Fred Morrison's sheet. So he was a little bit more critical of my tune. A few phrasing points. Try not to jump off D after strike in line 1. This distracts the pulse. Well played. Be careful not to move off final notes of phrases too quickly. Definitely in my listening back to the tune, I can certainly understand where he's coming from there. Good feedback. Well played. B's to low A, slightly over long for Fred. So I'm going for a contrast between low A to low G phrase ends versus B to low A phrase ends. And I, definitely trying to accentuate that. His point is maybe I'm doing a little bit too much. And it's definitely something I'm going to have to consider. Line 3, low A, low G, low A phrase. Too snappy for my taste. I know exactly what he means. Yes, very good. Tempo well, good contrast, well executed. Pipe excellent throughout, beautiful, refined sound. I really think I was just on the phone with a really well-respected USPBA judge, and I was mentioning that. I think the pipe was just really special in that performance and really locked in nicely, and that really set the tone for the rest of the tune. Even if you're in the lower grades, go for a great bagpipe. Get a great sound because it really helps judges overlook things that they might wish were slightly different or slightly better. A great sounding instrument is really, one of the keys to being successful. So those are the sheets. Excellent, super fun. Here's something really cool, and I'll show you this as well. This is the handwritten result from Fred and Jeff. Let's see if this will show on the screen at all. Jeff Kresge gave this to me from Winter Storm. He just thought it'd be a nice keepsake. And yeah, it's super awesome. I'm probably going to keep this somewhere, at least, forever. Little note that you get letting you know to meet for the concert. And then I got this really cool thing. I have to actually investigate a little bit further. It says, it's a little certificate. It's an associate membership to the College of Piping. The first place winner at the Midwest Highland Arts Fund Winter Storm Piping Competitions, signed by Colin McCallum. Really, really cool. And I have to investigate what exactly that means a bit more. I think it basically means you're kind of like an associate member. You can use the facilities there when you're in Scotland. And it might mean I can get a subscription to the Piping Times, but I don't know. I would love a subscription to the Piping Times. So that's it. The only thing missing that I don't have with me right now is my actual silver medal, but I will try to get some pictures of that and edit it into the vlog. But there you go. That's our quick, it's not a fancy vlog, but it's really cool. It's actually going to be as much a keepsake for me to have this video and just a record of all the cool things. But hopefully you enjoyed, and we will see you again soon on another episode of the vlog.